कहा बुद्ध प्रभु तुच्छ हमारी, भर न सकै महिमा जो तिहारी, हम न करत कर सिफत तुम्हारी, आप लिहो तुम कथा सुधारी, मूक उचरे शास्त्र खट, पिंग गिर न चढ़ जाए, अंध लखे बदरो सुनै, जो काल कृपा कराए, अंध लखे बदरो सुनै, जो काल कृपा कराए।
सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु साहिब जी। कई कोट पाताल के वासी, कई कोट नरक सुरग निवासी, कई कोट पाताल के वासी, कई कोट नरक सुरग निवासी, कई कोट जन्म है जीव है मर है, कई कोट बहु जोनी फिर है, कई कोट बैठत ही खाहे, कई कोट घाल है थक पाहे, कई कोट किए तनवंत, कई कोट माया मह चिंत, जह जह भाना तह तह राखे, नानक सब किछ प्रभ कै हाथे, जह जह भाना तह तह राखे, नानक सब किछ प्रभ कै हाथे, कई कोट पाताल के वासी।
वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह। सतगुरु ਜੀ ਸਾਜੀ ਨਿਵਾਜੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਆਪ ਜੀ ਇਕੱਤਰ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹਜ਼ੂਰੀ ਅੰਦਰ। ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਅਤਿਅੰਤ ਵੱਡੇ ਭਾਗ ਹਨ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਬਚਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਕਿ ਤਿਸ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕੀ ਟੇਕ, ਨਾਨਕ ਮਨੈ ਮਾਹੇ, ਜਿਸ ਸਿਮਰਤ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਏ ਸਗਲੇ ਦੁਖ ਜਾਏ। ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ speaks to us and they say ਕਿ ਤਿਸ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕੀ ਟੇਕ, ਕਿ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਓਟ ਆਸਰਾ ਲੈ ਕੇ, taking the support of ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ, ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਰਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੈ ਕੇ ਤਿਸ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕੀ ਟੇਕ, ਨਾਨਕ ਮਨੈ ਮਾਹੇ, ਜਿਸ ਸਿਮਰਤ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਏ ਸਗਲੇ ਦੁਖ ਜਾਏ। Coming into the court of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, taking the support of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, ਜਿਸ ਸਿਮਰਤ, while remembering the Guru, ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰਕੇ, ਨਾਮ ਜਪਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਗਲੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਜਾਏ, ਸਾਰੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਨਿਵਰਤ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਨ, ਨਾਸ਼ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਨ। By coming into the court of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, taking the support of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji tells us this in their own Bani, their own words. They, with the blessings of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, for the past many weeks, for nearly more than 6 months probably, we've been going for the Katha of Siddhi Sukhmani Sahib. This Bani, which is the Bani of giving Sukh, giving peace, Sukh dene wali Bani. Te pichle hafte Sadh Sangat Ji, Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji gave us the Upadesh in the 10th Ashtapadi. And in the last pauri that we went through last week, Guru Sahib Ji said to us, Sab te nere, sab hu te dur, Nanak aap lipata rahiya bharpur. So sab te nere, ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਬਚਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਕਿ ਸਭ ਤੇ ਨੇੜੇ, ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਆਤਮ ਰੂਪ ਕਰਕੇ ਨੇੜੇ ਹੈ। When it comes to connecting to Atma, that person who goes inside and focuses on their soul, it says ਸਭ ਤੇ ਨੇੜੇ, that ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ is very close to that person. ਤੇ ਸਭ ਹੂ ਤੇ ਦੂਰ, ਤੇ ਪਾਪ ਪੁੰਨ ਕਰਕੇ, that person is stuck in good and bad actions. They do good actions just to gain good things in life, for their own pleasures, to fulfill them, and then pun, they feel paap, which means to do sin. Paap bura, papi ko pyara. And Guru Sahib says that paap is so bad for us, sin is so bad, but paap bura, papi ko pyara. But that papi, the sinner, loves to sin, Guru Maharaj Ji says to us. So paap pun karke, that person is very far from Waheguru Ji. So sab te nere, sab hu te dur, ja ਸਾਰੇ ਗੁਰਮੁਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਨੇੜੇ ਹੈ। They're so close to the Gurmukhs, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮਨਮੁਖ ਹਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਦੂਰ ਹੈ। They're very far from the manmukh. When that person faces the Guru is very close to them. They feel very close. When that person turns their back on the Guru, then the Guru feels so far away from them. Nanak aap alipata, Waheguru Ji aap nirlep hai. They themselves are detached from this whole creation. Nanak aap alipata rahiya parapur. But parapur means vyapak. They reside in everything. Even though they are separate, they are detached. They still reside amongst all of us. So Guru Maharaj Ji, Guru Arjan Dev Ji spoke to us about this in the last Katha from last week. Tehon Satsang Ji to go for the Katha today in the Panjvi Pauri of Sri Sukhmani Sahib. Let's focus our minds on the Charana Tan Tan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji. Te Ram Karan to Pehla Sari Sangat Aakho Satnam Sri Waheguru Sahib Ji.
Kei kot patal ke vasi.
So Kei Kot, just like in the last Katha as well, at the start of this Ashtapadi, Guru Maharaj Ji used this word Kei Kot many times. So Kei Kot means Kei Krora, which means many millions. So Kei Kot patal ke vasi. Okay, there's many people that reside in the nether worlds. Patal he means the lower worlds. Prithvi de hethe. The lands below this Prithvi, below this Tarti, that below this world, there's many people that reside there as well, Hanji.
Kei kot narak surg nivasi.
The Kei Krora Jiva, Naraka vich Vasa karan wale han. That many Jis reside in the Narak, in the hells. There's not one hell, there's many hells. So Kei Krora. Many people reside in the hells. The Kei Krora Jiva Swarg vich Vasa karan wale han, and they also reside in the heavens. Whether that's in the heavens, whether that's in the hells, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj is saying that there's many people who reside there. Whether that's humans, whether that's the Dant he means the demons, Ja Devi Devte, you could say like the angels or the demigods, as people say, that the Guru says there's many of them. There's many that reside in the heaven, in hell, or on this Tarti Hanji.
Kei kot janma hai jiva hai mara hai.
They janma hai. So Kei Krora Satsang Ji, Kei Krora, many Jeeves, many people live. Janam tarde han, jonde han, fir marde han. So Kei Kot, Janam hai, Jeev hai, mar hai. Janam hai, they take life. Jeev hai, they live. Fir mar hai, fir marde han. How many people have come on this earth that have lived, who've taken birth, lived their life, and have gone? The Guru says, Kei Kot, Kei Krora, so many have come, so many have gone. But how many of all those people have connected to the one? Of those billions and billions of people, how rare is that one who took the opportunity to meet WhyGuru Ji? Just like Guru Arjan Dev Ji tells us, Jag mein uttam kadiya hai, virle kei ke. They say in this whole world, those people that actually connect to the Guru, who connect to WhyGuru Ji, to their own Atma, to their own soul, virle kei ke. Both virle han, they're very rare, the Guru says. 1 in a billion. If you ask Sant Baba Ishwar Singh Ji, when they were asked the question by a Gurmukh, the Guru Sikh asked them this question. Well, Baba Ishwar Singh Ji actually asked them the question. It was a bit of a conversation between the two, and they were saying that, let's just say we gave an item to somebody, and then that person has the item and then we ask for it back. Many times when we take something off somebody and they ask for it back, what is our facial expression? We're quite dukhi. We don't want to give it back. It's very rare to find somebody who's happy to give back what's not theirs. Just like this life. How many people are happy to give this life away back to WhyGuru Ji? We all hold on to this life, we want this life so much. But then when we have to give it up and go back to WhyGuru Ji, how many of us actually want to leave this body? How many of us have actually conquered death? It's very rare. We're all afraid of death, right? But the Guru says, if you're afraid of death, phir je ko janam marante dare, sad janaki sarni pare. If you're afraid of death, then you have to come into sad sangat, and then that will remove the fear that we have of death. But the point here is that how rare is it to find that person who is as happy when they receive something as they are when they lose it, when it's taken away from them. Jiski bastis aage rakhe, Prabh ki agya mane mathe. Guru Arjan Dev Ji says in Siddhi Sukhmani Sahib, I went for this earlier, that jiski bas, the item of WhyGuru Ji is given to us, this agya rakhe, to put that in front of WhyGuru Ji. I say, Prabhu ki agya mane mathe ke WhyGuru Ji, I accept your hukam, that whatever this is that's in front of me, this is all yours in the first place. So Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj is telling us that many people have come in this world, janam hai, jeev hai, mar hai. Many have come, many have lived, and many have had to go as well, Hanji.
Kei kot baho joni phir hai.
The Kei kot bahut juniya vich patkde firde han Satsang Ji. They go from one life to the next life. Whether they are animal, they could be a sood, a pig, there could be a tree, there could be a darakht, there could be a patthar, there could be a stone. Just like in the last Katha we went through, Kei Kot Poot Preta Sukar Mirgach. There could be all these different types of beings. Bahut joni phir hai. Patkade phirde han. They go from one life to the other again and again. And it's crazy because I remember hearing this one story of this conversation between two people. And one of them is so indulged in money. So much love for money, for paisa, that the other person said to them that, you know, this isn't going to go with you. If you're so attached to it, you're going to have to come back again and live with this money, be attached to this money. And they go, that's fine, I want to come back anyway, right? Because they have this attachment to their money anyway. But they don't realize that money is the form of dukh, it's the form of pain that we have inside us. And that's going to keep us going in this cycle again. So bahut joni phir hai, that person keeps coming back in this cycle again and again. It's not just a cycle of life and death. It's a cycle of pain and happiness. That some days you meet people that are happy, then other days they're not so happy. And they're happy, then they're not happy. It's just a cycle. But the Guru is saying to break that cycle. But kei crore, many people are stuck in that cycle. And the Guru says to us that to break this cycle, we have to come to the Guru. And the Guru break that cycle for us. We fall in the Guru's feet and they cut it away. Hanji.
Kei kot baithat hi khahe.
The kei crore Sikh ji, many people baithat hi khahe. Aram nal Sikh ji, in great peace, they sit down and they eat. They eat food. They have pleasures, or they sit with no worries, or they sit with all the things around them that they need, and they live in sustenance. Hanji.
Kei kot ghal hai thak paahe.
Te ghal hai Sikh ji, kam kaar karke thak paaye. Thak paaye means that then they get tired. Thak pende han Sikh ji. They work so hard. If you just look at our parents' generation, look how hard they work, or how hard they worked to get us to where we are today, working double shifts, 2 jobs, 3 jobs. The Guru Arjan, they just said, there's so many people like this that work so hard as well. I remember when I went to India, it was about 15 years ago, or 10 years ago, it was a long time ago. And all I remember was sitting in a taxi in Delhi. It was June. I think it was June or July. And it's baking. It's like 40 degrees, 50 degrees. And I'm sitting in a taxi with AC on, air conditioning, nice and cool. You know when you get out of the airport and you can feel that rush of air and it's so warm, and you know it's really hot here. It was that hot. And I was sitting in the car, the taxi, thinking, okay, this is nice. And all I can see was on the highway, it's going up. So in India, if you see now, there's many highways that you have. And when you're getting onto one and you're going up it, all I can see is just one guy with his cycle. And he had like a rath, he had like a chariot on the back of it, and all these items in it, and he's pushing his cycle up that highway. And I've figured myself that it's like 40, 50 degrees right now, it's baking, and this person is walking up this highway with his bicycle. Couldn't ride up there, that's probably impossible to do, right? So look at how hard that person's probably working to earn a living. Right? And Guru Arjan Dev said there's many people like this. They've had to struggle. They've had to work so hard. Many people, Hanji.
Kei kot kiye dhanavant.
Te kiye dhanavant. And there's many people that are very rich. The Nadhan. They have a lot of money. So ek paase Satsanga ji, there's the poor people, Garib log. The dusre paase Ameer log. There's the rich, there's the poor. But the Guru says there's many of these people. Many have come, many have gone. They've had everything, they've had nothing, Hanji.
Kei kot maya meh chint.
Te kei crora jiva, maya this soch vich pay rende han. They always stay stuck in maya. Maya di soch vich, maya di chinta vich. They're always concerned about maya. And there's 2 obstacles that we have in our life when it comes to learning or following the path of spirituality that I learned recently. One is Damari and the other one is Chamari. These are the 2 vighan, the 2 obstacles that we have in our life if we want to meet God. One is Damari, which means paisa. The other one is Chamari, which is skin. Pave, calm, lust. These are the 2 things that keep us away from meeting WhyGuru Ji. The first thing is money, because we're so caught up in money all the time. And the second thing is Chamari, is that if we can get over this maya, over this money that we're so attached to, then we get caught up in calm, in lust, in the beauty of somebody else's body. So Guru Maharaj Ji here is saying to us, Ke maya meh chinta, Maya is that thing that takes you away from God. Maya is not just money. It's that thing that takes away from Waheguru Ji. The Dhammani and the Chamari, these both take us away from Waheguru many, many times. So Maya mehe chinta. We're stuck in that chinta all the time. And even today, just when I was at home, a lot of family come over and they're all talking about the general things you talk about. Jameen, money, these kind of things. And when that happens, then Sukhdeep Singh goes upstairs, right? Because there's no need to be a part of that conversation. They're talking about this idea that you got to make an effort to do something. You've got to, if you want things to change, and you got to make an effort, which you're not saying you don't have to. But on the other side, one person saying in the house that you have to make an effort, takke maar ke, you got to push people and do stuff. On the other side, they're saying it's all in God's hands. Who knows, right? Is it the egg or the chicken, right? That whole thing, right? Did the egg come first or the chicken come first? Who knows, right? All we know in our lives is that right now, the Guru has given us a hukum on how to live our lives. The Guru has told us, wake up in the morning and remember your true self. Remember that true one inside you, Guru Sat Guru Ka Jo Sikh Akai, So Pal Ke Ut Har Naam Tiav. If you call yourself a Sikh of the Guru, they wake up in the morning and remember the Guru. Remember Waheguru Ji. Amrit Vela Sachinao Vadi Ai Vichar. It's that simple but so difficult. Amrit Vela, Jag ke, wake up in the morning, Ishnan Karke, do your bath, then Vadi Ai Vichar. Contemplate upon that Guru. Just like earlier, just if you look at Rehra Sahib, Guru said his Kirpa, they put the translations on the board. Sometimes we read part and we don't even know what we're reading. And this one line in there stood out to me. Tam sansar charna lagatariya. Do we know what that means? Tam sansar charna lagatariya. Tam he means darkness, hanera. Tam sansar, the whole world is dark. It's filled with hanera, full of darkness. Wherever we look, jo jo dise so so rogi. Everyone has a disease. Tam sansar. Everywhere there's hanera. Tam sansar charna lagatariya. If you want to be carried across, फिर चरण लगतरिये, hold on to the Guru's charan, Guru Sahib Ji saying. So, kei kot maya mehe chinta. Many people are caught in this chinta, in this worry of all the possessions, all these things of the world, all the things that we think are ours, whether that's a possession, a person, an emotion, you name it. But the Guru is saying, okay, there's so many people like this. And one day it's all going to go and we're going to realize that was not truly us, Hanji.
Jeh jeh paana, teh teh rakhe.
Ise tarah Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji kehinde han ke jeh jeh paana. Jithe jithe vi Waheguru Ji da hukum hai. Wherever there's Waheguru Ji's hukum, teh teh rakhe. Uthe uthe Saad Sangat Ji, us jeev di rakhya hundi hai. Wherever there's Waheguru Ji's hukum, there Waheguru Ji takes care of that person. Meaning that wherever Waheguru Ji, wherever that person is, Waheguru Ji's hukum is there as well. So Waheguru Ji is always taking care of us. It may not feel like it, but that is the case. But it's only when we realize Waheguru Ji in that moment that everything that's happening is under Guru Sahib Ji's hukum. Hukum hai under sabako. Everything is in hukum. So jeh jeh paana. Wherever there's the Guru's hukum, teh teh rakhe. Teh teh means othe, there in that place. Rakhe is the Guru's, rakhya the Guru's protection. And the Guru's hukum is everywhere. Hukum hai andar sabko. Bahar hukum na koi. Nothing is outside the Guru's hukum. Everything is inside the hukum. So Satguru sabana da pala manaida. The Guru wants good for everyone. And the Guru only does good for everyone, Hanji.
Nanak sab kich prabh ke haathe.
Ate Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji kathan karde han ke sab kich prabh ke haathe. Ke sare se ke Waheguru Ji de haath vich sab kuch hai. Everything is in Waheguru Ji's hands. Everything. Jis hath jod kar vekhe soy. That everything is in the hands of Waheguru Ji, and Waheguru Ji is taking care of us from the start to the end of our lives. Aad ant jo rakhna har. From the start of our life to the end of our life, Guru Sahib is taking care of us. This so preet na kare gavar. But Guru Sahib says that gavar, that murak, that fool doesn't love them. This so preet na kare gavar. The foolish person doesn't love Waheguru Ji. They've become in love with the creation. But they didn't realize that this creation was not going to stay. Only the Creator, which is a true form of happiness, Hanji.
Kei kot pahe bairagi.
The kei kot, kei crora Saad Sangat Ji, many people pahe bairagi. They become viragi. Viragvan hunde han Saad Sangat Ji, many people. is dunya to. Viragvan hunde han. They become detached from this world. What does Vairag mean? Rag here means prem, love, attachment, moho. Vairag means viparit, to be detached from it. So they become detached from the world and then they become attached to Waheguru Ji. The Guru Arjan Dev Ji said there's many people like this in the world who become Vairagi as well. Bine Vairag na chuta samaya. Guru Sahib Ji says to us. Ke Vairag to bina na chuta samaya. Nobody can break these shackles of Maya. So we have to have Vairag in our life. Without Vairag, we cannot break these shackles that we have of the attachment to the world. So the Guru puts us in a state of Vairag many, many times. And that usually happens when we have dukh. There's a reason for us having Vairag. And that is called Karna Vairag. So no prakar, de Vairag honde hansas, many types of Vairag, 9 types. One is called Karna Vairag, which means there's a reason why we gained this detachment in our life. We gained this dukh from the world, so that we turned ourselves towards Waheguru Ji. So sometimes we need a reason, or mand Vairag, that we were given dukh. And because of that dukh, we became Vairagi as well. But the thing with all these different types of Vairag is that they are only temporary. We feel low for a certain amount of time, and we turn to the Guru. Our focus is so much in that time, but then afterwards we go back into the world. Just like earlier, it becomes a cycle. Ke kot janam hai, jeeva hai, mara hai. That's how we live our whole life. We go from living to dying. Birth, life, death. In these cycles that the Guru is talking about. But Sahaj Sangha Ji, the true type of Vairag is that type of Vairag where we renounce everything from this moment, this life, to all the heavens, the greatest pleasures. So one Sakhi to illustrate this is of somebody called Parthari Raja. So Parthari Raja was a great, great king. He had a lot of Raj, a lot of power, and he had many wives that many, many kings have had in the past. And what happened was that his last wife that he got married to, she was very, very beautiful. And he became so attached to her and he loved her so much. But she wasn't a great queen or a great wife either. Right? She's very sneaky and conniving at what she used to do. That she even got the Raja's younger brother kicked out of the desh, out of the city, out of the whole country, because he realized what she was like. So she turned on him. And what happened then was that she started to cheat on her husband as well, on the king. And what she would do is that she'd go with the stable boy and she'd have an affair with him, and she'd do that secretly. And what happened was the Raja one day was given this fruit, Parthari Raja, and this fruit was the fruit of immortality. So what did he do with that fruit? He gave it to his wife, his youngest wife, the Rani Patarani. He gave it to her and said, you have it. And you'll live forever and you'll stay young and beautiful forever. But what did she do? She gave it to the person that she's having an affair with. So she gave it to him. And then what did he do? He gave it to the love of his life. And she took it. And the person that he gave it to, she was a Vesava. She was a prostitute. And she was very guilty for the actions that she had committed. That she thought to herself, I don't want to live a long life. I don't live a long life of doing pap, of doing sin. So what should I do with this fruit? I should give it to the king. So what does she do? She gives it to the king. But where did the fruit come from? It came from the king. The king gave it to his wife. She gave it to the person that she's having an affair with. He gave it to his love of his life, and she gave it back to the king. And that Raja, he became shocked. Haran ho gaya. He's thinking, have you got this fruit? Have you given this fruit to me? And she tells him that the person that I have love with, he gave it to me. Then he calls the person, that guy. And then he admits everything to the king. He asks for maafi. He says that I've been having an affair with your wife. And then when the Raja finds out about this, the amount of dukh he has inside him. Well, of course, nobody, you see on TV, you may have experienced in your lives, in your families, when somebody cheats on somebody, there's so much dukh because somebody has so much love and attachment to that person that it breaks their heart. And that's what happened to Parthari Raja as well. And from that moment onwards, he left his whole kingdom. Sab kuch tyag karke, he gave up his whole kingdom, his whole Raj, and he left and he followed the path of spirituality, and he became a great saint, became a great yogi, and then he wrote his own granth called Virag Shatak as well. So he wrote an actual spiritual granth, And if I remember correctly, he actually had darshan of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji as well. So the point here is that many people have gone through this virag, have gone through this detachment, where something has happened to him in the world which has given him so much dukh, so much pain, that they've turned their back on the world. Sab te nere, sab hu te dur. Sometimes those people that are closest to WhyGuru Ji have been given the most dukh, but look what the prize was, what was the gift? They became so close to WhyGuru Ji. Ketiya dukh puk sadamar ehe pe daat teri daatar. That because of that dukh, they became so close to WhyGuru Ji, and they actually broke this cycle of real dukh. Ke kot janam hai jeev hai mar hai. Of being born, living a life and dying again and again. The Guru has broken, and sometimes it takes a lot of dukh. So it's like that Shabad Diva Mera Ek Naam Dukh Vich Paya Tel. That the Diva inside us, this fire inside us of Bhakti, if you want to meditate upon the Guru, we need this flame inside us. But what is going to fuel that flame? Dukh Vich Paya Tel. We need tel. If you don't have oil, you cannot have a fire. And what is the oil? It's the dukh. And that keeps fueling our Bhakti again and again. Jado tak sasanji, until we meet WhyGuru Ji, we're always going to be in this state of restlessness, of no shanti. Until we meet WhyGuru Ji, we'll keep on going from life to life until we find that Sukh Swarup, that form of peace. Until then, we'll never have shant inside us. This is what our Guru is telling us. This is what the Guru Sikhs tells, the Mahapurush tell us, that until we find that one, we'll always be ashant. Then when we find them, then we'll be in true peace at that time, Hanji.
Ram Naam Sang Tene Live Lagi.
Ji, those who become viragi, what do they focus their minds on? The Ram Naam Sangha. Waheguru Ji de Naam Nal, the name of Waheguru Ji, Prabhu Parameshwar Waheguru Ji de Naam Nal, Ram Naam Sangha Tene Live Lagi. They say that their man, one of the man Satsanga Ji, or their birti, their actual concentration is joined to WhyGuru Ji. Una di birti lagi hoi hai is joined to WhyGuru Ji. WhyGuru Ji de charan de naal. With the charan of Guru Sahib Ji, ja Guru Sahib de bani de naal, with their bani, their birti, their whole concentration is joined to that. That's where their dhyan is. Nowhere else on the Guru's charan. Ram Naam. The name of WhyGuru Ji is where they focus their mind at all times. Those who become viragi. Because they realize that through the Guru's name, there is only Sukh, Hanji.
Kei kot Prabh kau khojante.
Kei kot Satsanga Ji, many people, Prabh kau khojante. Prabhu Parameshwar Waheguru Ji nu khojne wale han. There's many people who search for WhyGuru Ji. And when does that search occur? When they realize that this world that I've been searching in and looking for happiness from is not giving me Sukh, then they go searching for WhyGuru Ji. They think that if these things can't give me happiness, if he or she cannot give me happiness, then where am I meant to get happiness from? And they go searching. But where should that person go? Kahe re bana khoj na jai. The Guru said to us, where are you going? Kahe re bana khoj na jai. Ban means jungle, forest. Kahe re bana khoj na jai. Why are you going in the jungles to look for that one? It could be the jungles, it could be in the cities, it could be wherever you are living, wherever you're residing, you're looking for happiness there. But the Guru says, Kahe re bana khoj na jai, sarbanavasi, sada alepa, tohi sang samai. Say that one WhyGuru Ji that you're looking for is inside you. Tohi sang samai. Samai means that inside you, they're fully absorbed there. They're not far away from you. They're so close to you, the Guru is saying. They say you look so far from them. It doesn't mean that we physically go out looking for them. It could mean that mentally we're looking for happiness in something else. But the Guru is saying that happiness sits inside you, and only that one's experienced it will know what the Guru is saying here, that you have to go inside. The Guru Maharaj is saying that many people have gone looking for that one for WhyGuru Ji, Hanji.
Atma meh par brahm lahante.
Ithe Satsanga Ji, Guru Sahib Ji gives the answer. Atma meh. Atma meh, Atma the earth hai, man. It can mean the mind. Many times the Guru Maharaj says Atma, it means man. Ja hirda, ja Satsanga Ji, the actual Atma. This actual soul inside us. Atma meh par brahm lahante. Lahante hai means lab. Labana. Lab lende had. That when they go inside, then they find WhyGuru Ji. So again, they've been looking everywhere for Waheguru Ji, but the Guru said that if they just looked inside the Vedas, that Waheguru is right there all along, right next to them, Hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਪਿਆਸ
The Kei Kod Sah Singh Ji, many people darshan ko piyasa, Waheguru Ji de darshana de piyasa lagi hoi hai. Many people have this piyas inside in this fear, this first for darshan of Waheguru Ji. Darshan prabha piyasa. Many people, many who may be on a lower spiritual level, on a higher spiritual level, they all look for the darshan of Waheguru Ji. Just like a great saint whose podcast will be coming out tomorrow, Sant Baba Attar Singh Ji, Mastawani Mahapurush, their Barsi is in a few days as well, where they left their physical body, or maybe I think it's their birth actually. The Sant Baba Attar Singh Ji was such a great saint, such a great being, that they yearned for the darshan of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. They said, Sah Singh Ji, in their Itihas, in their history, in their Jeevani, that Sant Baba Attar Singh Ji went to Sri Hazur Sahib and did a lot of Bhagati, Bandagi, Bhajan Bandagi there for a long time. At one point, Sant Baba Attar Singh Ji went into the forests and they spent 8 days in deep meditation. So for 8 days, they did not eat anything. For 8 days, Sah Singh Ji. We can't even last 8 hours without food, right? Let alone 2 hours, we get hungry, you can't even sit still. The Baba Attar Singh Ji spent 8 hours in the jungles doing meditation. Kor tapasya, deep penance, very difficult penance in order to obtain darshan of Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. The Sah Singh Ji, Guru Maharaj Ji, he's saying to us that many people have this piyas, having darshan of Guru Sahib Ji. They, again, Atam Mehepa Brahm Lahante, it's again through this dukh, through this pain that we have in our lives, that we start to have this piyas inside us. Jinko lagi piyasa, amrit se khahe, kal mein ho punna gunu gobind gahe. And even again that piyas for Guru Sahib Ji's amrit didat as well. The Guru Sahib Ji says that kal mein ho punna. What a great punna, what a great act of good that is if somebody has that inside their heart, that they want to be blessed with the Guru's amrit didat as well, Hanji.
ਤਿਨ ਕੋ ਮਿਲਿਓ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਅਬਿਨਾਸ਼
The Tinako Sah Singh Ji, Onanu, that person, that one who has this piyas inside them to meet Waheguru Ji, they say Tinako Milyo Prabh Abhinas. Abhinas means nas to ret, ka os Prabhu Parameshwar Waheguru Ji, aap, they themselves, aap aake milya hoya hai, they themselves come and meet that Sikh. So if we have the piyas to meet the Guru, truly inside us, that true thirst, then the Guru comes and meets us. But when we have a thirst for something, we don't just sit there thirsty, we go looking for water. So when we have that true thirst for Waheguru Ji, then we go looking for Waheguru Ji, and then Waheguru Ji comes and meets us. Just like how Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji had a thirst to meet Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji after many years. If we read the Itihas, it said that Guru Arjan Dev Ji actually left Sri Ramdas Pur for about 3 years. For 3 years when Guru Arjan Dev Ji went for a wedding, they say that Guru Ramdas Ji told them, you cannot come back until I call you back. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji went to Lahore for 3 years and they wanted darshan of Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj. They say in the Shabad, Mere man loche gur darshan tai. Bilib kare chaate ki nahi. Dekhan utere sant na aave. Mere darshan sant pyare jiyo. They had this piyas to meet Waheguru Ji, to meet Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji. And through those chittiya, through those 3 letters they sent to Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, eventually the third one got to Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji. That effort that Guru Arjan Dev Ji made, where they poured their heart out into those letters that they wrote to their own father, that Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji received that letter. It's a long story. That when they received that letter, they called Guru Arjan Dev Ji back. And what did Guru Arjan Dev Ji say when they met Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj? Pag hua Guru Sant Malaya. Prabh Abhinasi Kar mein paya. They say, how great is my fortune? Pag hua Guru Sant Malaya, Prabh Abhinasi, that Prabhu Waheguru Ji, who is Nasturet, who cannot be destroyed, Kar mein paya. They reside in my heart now. Kar mein paya. Sri Rupi Karavich. Pag hua. How great is my fortune that now I've met Waheguru Ji. So Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji is saying to us here, how beautiful are those people, how great are those people who have that piyas inside them, Hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਮਗ ਹੈ ਸਤ ਸੰਗ
ਤੇ ਕਈ ਕਰੋੜਾ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਕਈ ਕਰੋੜਾ ਸਤ ਸੰਗਤ ਹੀ ਮੰਗਦੇ ਹਨ. Many people want sat sangat. Lot of people want sat sangat. Especially during COVID, then everybody wanted sat sangat. Everybody wanted darshan. When the government said you can go have darshan, after 1 week, it went back to normal. At the start, everybody wanted to have darshan, and now everyone's gone back to their normal routine. To the point now, Satsanga Ji, where even people say to us, we don't want to come to the Guru God. We want to do everything online. We don't want to come and see the Guru. We don't want to come into the Guru God. We want to do everything from online. When we're so lucky to have the Guru here. We're so lucky to have all these programs, all these divans that are happening. So, Satsanga Ji, Guru Maharaj Ji is saying to us here that how blessed are those people that ask for Satsanga, Satsanga di Kariya. Ke kot maage hai Satsang. Why? Why would somebody want Satsanga? The Guru Sahib Ji tells us in this next pankti, Hanji.
Par Brahm tin laga rang.
Kyunki Satsang par Brahm tin laga rang. Rang means prem. Because in Satsangat, there's love for Waheguru Ji. Everybody wants to be loved. Right? And everybody, in one respect, loves the feeling of being in love as well. But the issue with the love that we have in the world is that it's kind of diluted with attachment. Well, it is. And then when the attachment comes dukh. If it was just pure love, then there would be no dukh. Because where there's pure love, then there's no I. Right? Prem, one meaning of prem is where there's no me. Prem pare main pare. That's the meaning of prem, where there's no me. There's only you. So where can somebody find love? Where can somebody truly be loved? It is in Sadh Sangat. Guru Maharaj Ji here saying to us, Sadh Sangat bina pav nahi upajai. Pav bina bhakt na hoye teri. Guru Sahib says that without Sadh Sangat, you cannot truly have love for Waheguru Ji. You cannot truly find that love. It's through Sadh Sangat, doing Sangat of Guru Sahib Ji, through Sangat of Gurbani, or doing Sadh Sangat of other Gurmukhs, of other Gurus, other spiritual beings, then Prem comes inside that person. Love comes inside them. And this is through the Mahima of Sadh Sangat Hanji.
Jinko hoye aap suprasann.
So Jinko. Jinna utte Sadh Sangat Ji, Prabhu Parameshwar Waheguru Ji, Pali Prakar, Khush hoya hai Sadh Sangat Ji. Upon that person, the Waheguru becomes happy Hanji.
Nanak te jan sada tan tan.
On that person, the Waheguru becomes happy. Guru Arjan Dev Ji tells that person is Tanta de Yog. That person is so blessed that Waheguru Ji is so happy with. They honor their Mata Pita Jivi Tanta de Yog Han. Even their mother and father are blessed who have the Guru's Kushiya. Earning the Guru's Kushiya. That's why we are here, to earn Guru Sahib's happiness. Kushiya means happiness. That the Guru is smiling at us. So we can all think ourselves, how can we earn the Guru's Kushiya? How can we make the Guru happy? The Guru Arjan Dev Ji says, Tan Tan. That person is so blessed. Tan 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 Jan Aya. Jis prasad sab jagat taraya. Aap mukt kare sansar, Nanak tis jan ko sada namaskar. The Guru is saying that person himself is Tan Jan Aya. Blessed is that Jan Aya, is that being who's come in this world. Jis prasad, through their blessings, Sab means all, Jagat means world, Taraya means carried across. Sab Jagda Taraya. Blessed is that person. And then they say Aap mukta. They themselves are liberated. Mukt kare sansar, and they liberate the whole world. Nanak tish janako. Guru Arjan says that Jan, that servant, Nanak tish janako, that to that person I always do namaskar. I always fall in their feet. I'm a sacrifice to that person, Hanji.
Kei kot khani arkhand.
So Guru Arjan Dev Ji says, Kei krora khaniya hand, Kei krora khand hand. There's many khaniya. Khani, Ketia khani, Ketia bani, Kete pat, Narind comes in Japji Sahib. Khani means the 4 types of creation, or the way people are born, or beings are born, take life. So it comes in Chaupe Sahib, Andaj, Jeraj, Setaj, Phir Utpaj. So Andaj he means Andeto, from an anda, from an egg. So like you have hens, chickens and stuff, right? They take birth from an egg. Andaj. Jeraj means from like a mammal, so as in like from the womb. Then you have Andaj, Jeraj, Setaj from sweat. And then Utpaj from pani. These are the 4 ways that people take birth. Animals take life, animals, beings, whatever you want to call them. And the Guru is saying there's many different ways that they can take life, even beyond these 4. Whether that's in different galaxies, different planets, different earths, and then Khanda. So in this earth we have no Khand, 9 sections. But the Guru is saying there's more than 9 sections, many galaxies, many earths, and there's more than no Khanda, Hanji.
Kei kot akas brahmand.
Kei krora akash han sasin, Kei krora brahmand han. There's many akash, many higher worlds, many heavens. or Brahmand, many galaxies. The Guru said this whole creation is so vast, Hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਹੋਏ ਅਵਤਾਰ
Te kei crore avatar hoye han sasang ji. Many avatars, many beings have come on this earth who are like supreme beings, who are more spiritually connected, you could say have powers, who have certain shaktiya, whether that's physical powers or they have fame or they have some sort of power where they have an effect on the world. Even like a Raja or a president, for example, has done some sort of kamai in their Pishle Janam, has done some sort of meditation, some sort of good action for them to be given that status right now. Of course, they probably abuse it, which probably 99% of all kings and queens and leaders do, but they didn't just get there randomly. It wasn't like just random, just like those gambling machines when it goes around and then it's got ding and you become a Raja. Maybe that's a bit of part of it as well, you never know. But they've done something to earn that. Everybody's done something. Ape bija pe hi khaho. They've done something to earn what they have right now. But how are they spending that karam now? Are they wasting it? Or are they earning more good karam? Or burning away all their karam? So Guru Maharaj Ji is saying to us, Hanji Dwara Paro Ji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਹੋਏ ਅਵਤਾਰ
Many avatars, many people have come on this earth. That's the lower level. But the higher levels are those who come to do paropakar. Just like how Guru Gobind Singh Ji says to us, Jab jab hot arist apara, tab tab dehe tarat avatara. That whenever there's a vigor, whenever there's an obstacle in this world, for that Sant Mahapurush Gurmukhi Jan, that Sadhu Sant, Jab jab hot arist apara, tab tab tado. The Guru says, then tab tab dehe tarat avatara. That WhyGuru Ji takes upon a sari, takes upon a body. Aap Dehe, Siddhi Taran Kar, take upon a human body and they come on this earth to save the people. But the difference between any avatar and the Guru is that the Guru is a Puran avatar and the Guru themselves is a complete form of WhyGuru Ji. There is no difference. Aap Narayana Kala Tar Jag Meh Paravariyo. Guru Maharaj Ji aap bachan karde han. From Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, Aap Narayana Kala Tar. That WhyGuru Ji took upon the form, instead of sending anybody else, they came themselves. Example, let's just say you're trying to find something in your house and you can't find it. Or before you go looking for it, you send somebody else. You send your kids, right? Or you send your friends or your siblings to go find it. And they can't find it or they can't solve that issue. They can't solve that problem. So what do? You have to go yourself. And then you find it just like that. In the same way, WhyGuru Ji sent many people, but everybody failed in that mission. So WhyGuru Ji came themselves. Mahadev Achyut Kahayo. Guru Gobind Singh Ji says in their own band that they sent Shivji to this world. What does Shivji do? Mahadev Achyut Kahayo. They said that I am the pure one. Worship me. They sent Vishnu. They sent Brahma. Guru Gobind Singh Ji says in their own Bani that Brahma called himself Pad Brahm. So there's Brahm and there's Pad Brahm. Brahm is Brahma, you could say. One arth, one meaning of Brahma is the creator. Who is WhyGuru? WhyGuru is Pad Brahm. They're the supreme creator. What did Brahma do? He said, I'm Pad Brahm. But WhyGuru Ji said that I sent this world to connect everyone to Pad Brahm. But what did you do? You connected everybody to yourself. These are the words of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji in Vichitra Natak. Okay, many people came, so Guru Gobind Singh Ji had to come themselves and join us all back to the true one, to WhyGuru Ji Hanji.
ਕਈ ਜੁਗਤ ਕੀਨੋ ਵਿਸਥਾਰ
ਤੇ ਕਈ ਜੁਗਤ ਕਈ ਤਰੀਕਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, many techniques. Guru Sahib Ji created this whole world, this creation that we have around us, Hanji.
ਕਈ ਬਾਰ ਪਸਰਿਓ ਪਾਸਾਰ
ਤੇ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਪਸਰੇ ਪਾਸਾਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਪਸਾਓ ਏਕੋ ਕਵਾ ਤਿਸਤੇ ਹੋਏ ਲੱਖ ਦਰਿਆ. Pasao here means expansion. That WhyGuru Ji many times has expanded this whole world and then brought it back into themselves. Jab uda karakha kara kartara praja tartab deh apara jab a karakha karta ho kabhu tum main mirt deh tar sab hu. Comes in Chaupai Sahib. It means very simply, the Guru said that many times they expanded everything and everybody became separate, and then afterwards they brought everyone back to WhyGuru Ji. So Kei Bad Pasriyo Pasad. Kei Vadi, many times they've expanded this whole creation and they've crunched it all back up. You learn about in science, the Big Bang, when it all comes out, and then later on, the Big Crunch, when it all goes back in. Same thing the Guru is saying to us over 300 years ago in Sri Chaupai Sahib and in Sri Sukhmani Sahib, Kei Bad Pasriyo Pasad. Kei Bad, not once, many times. This has happened, Hanji.
ਸਦਾ ਸਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਏਕੰਕਾਰ
This Sada Sada, Hamesha Hamesha, Os Ik Oankar Swarup Waheguru Ji, that one Waheguru Ji, that one who is indestructible. They say Guru Arjan Dev Ji my Sada Sada Ik Ekankar. That one Waheguru Ji se, that one Waheguru Ji se thir dehne wala. That one cannot be destroyed. They are here forever, they cannot be destroyed ever, Hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਕੀਨੇ ਬਹੁ ਭਾਤ
Kei Kota, Kei Kroda, Sasing Ji, many G's, many beings been made by Waheguru Ji with many different techniques. Waheguru Ji has made so many beings on this earth, Hanji.
ਪ੍ਰਭ ਤੇ ਹੋਏ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਮਾਹਿ ਸਮਾਤ
Te Prabhu te hoye, Prabhu Parameshwar Waheguru Ji de Swarup to, many people have been made. So Maharaj Ji de Swarup to, kei jeev paida hunde han, many people are made from Waheguru Ji. Hanji Dwara Paro Ji.
ਪ੍ਰਭ ਤੇ ਹੋਏ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਮਾਹਿ ਸਮਾਤ
Prabh Mahe Samad. Fir Sasang Ji, after being made from Waheguru Ji, then afterwards, Ant Vicha, Os Sarir, Os Jeev, Waheguru Ji Vicha Samad Janta hai, they go back into Waheguru Ji. They've come from God and they go back to God. The Guru is saying, just like this whole expansion and conch, we all came from Waheguru Ji, Ik Oankar. We all came from the Ik. Oankar is a whole expansion, and then we all go back to Ik as well. Maharaj Ji saying to us, Hanji,
ਤਾਕਾ ਅੰਤ ਨਾ ਜਾਣੈ ਕੋਏ
ke Waheguru Ji da ant asi nahi jaan sakde aa satsang ji. We cannot know the ant, we cannot know the end of Waheguru Ji. Hanji.
ਆਪੇ ਆਪ ਨਾਨਕ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਸੋਏ
Ape aap Waheguru Ji Ish Roop hai, Jeev Roop hai. They are the creator, they are the creation, they are everything. Waheguru Ji, Nanak Prabhu Soye. The one Waheguru Ji is everything. Ape Gur, they are the Guru. Ape Gur, Chela hai Ape. They are the Chela. They are the Sikh, they are the Guru. Ape Dase Kart. They themselves, Dase means to tell us, Kart, the Ra, the path. They are the Sikh, they are the Guru, they are the path. They tell us the path. They are everything. There's only the Guru, there's no one else. There's only one Waheguru Ji, Hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਪਾਰ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਕੇ ਦਾਸ
The Kei Kot Par Brahma. That many people are the servants, Kei Kroda, Prabhu Parameshwar Waheguru Ji, the Sevadar Han Hanji.
ਤਿਨ ਹੋਵਤ ਆਤਮ ਪ੍ਰਗਾਸ
Then Hovat, Atam Pragas. The one of the Manved Satsang Ji, Gyan da Prakash Hunda hai, when Guru Sahib Ji does Kirpa. So there's many servants of Waheguru Ji that do Guru Sahib Ji Seva. Te Seva karke Satsang Ji Seva karta hoye nihkami. This ko hot prapata Swami. That by doing Seva, that person becomes Nishkami. They have no desires. And then Prapata Swami. They gain that mal, they gain that one Waheguru Ji, and the Guru here is saying that Gyanda Prakash, that the light of knowledge, of true knowledge of our Atma is gained by serving the Guru. So many times the Guru says ki seva kar. Do seva, serve the Guru. Keep serving the Guru, keep serving the Guru. Tan man tan karke, for your mind, body, sareer karke, man karke, tan karke. For your wealth, give everything to the Guru, and the Guru will take care of you, Hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਤਤ ਕੇ ਬੇਤੇ
The Kei Kroda Siddhant de Janan Wale Han Satsang Ji. Many people understand the Siddhant. They understand the essence of this life. That this life is not just about doing good and bad actions. Because many people think that's all it is. If you look at Sri Anand Sahib, the Guru says to Simrita Sastra, Pun Pap Bichar de Tatte Sarna Jani. Tatte Sarna Jani Guru Bajoho Tatte Sarna Jani. Tehi Guni Sansa Pram Sutta, Sutya Rain Vahani. Sutya, they all, sorry, Sutya Pe, they all asleep in doing good actions and bad actions. Why do they good? They do good for good. Bad because there's Kam, Kro, Lo, Monkar inside them. Sutya Rain Vahani. Prani, Param Purk Pagalago. Maharaj says to us, He Prani, Param Purk Pagalago, Sovat Kaha, Mohanindra Me, Kabhu, Sochit Havai Jago. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj says us that, oh Sikh, oh Prantari Jeev, oh person, you have this life inside you, this Pran, Parama Purka Pagalaga, hold on to the Guru's charan. Sovat Kaha, they say, why are you sleeping for? Imagine the Guru saying this to us. Sovat Kaha, Moho Nindra Me, in this dream state, in this dream of attachment. Kabhu Sochit Havai Jago, Sochit means Sochet, to become aware, to become alert. Why don't you become alert, the Guru is saying? Why don't you wake up, the Guru is saying to us? Why don't you wake up? Maharaj is saying to all of us, Ke Jago, wake up and realize this whole world that we look at, Jagarachana, Savachuta hai, Jan le ho re meet. It's all false. Jehimat Pita Sutamitana Pai, Man Uha Nam Tere Sang Sahai. That all these people that you have so much attachment to, they say, Hey Mere Mana, Man Uha Nam Tere Sang Sahai. In that last moment, they're not going to go with you. Only the Guru's name, only the Guru themselves will be your only support. They're the only one that can support us in the last moment, Hanji.
Sada nihar hai eko netre.
And that person who has understood this, Sada nihar hai eko netre, one of the Akhara he saw through their eyes. Sada nihar hai eko netre. That one WhyGuru Ji nihar hai, they see them vyapak. They always see WhyGuru Ji around them. Wherever they see, all they see is WhyGuru Ji. Sab Gobind hai, Sab Gobind hai. Everywhere there's only Gobind, there's only WhyGuru Ji, Hanji.
Kei kot naam ras peev hai.
The Kei Krora Jeev, Naam Ras nu pinde han. They indulge in that Naam Ras. Naam Ras meaning that how do you explain that? Right? Through the Ras of Gurbani. Just like how there's many different pleasures in the world. There's so many people that take upon the pleasure of the Guru's Naam. Who feel that us. Sometimes when you read Gurbani, you may experience something or listen to Gurbani Kirtan and you have an experience that is beyond any experience you ever had in your life. And they said there's many people like this who have this Naam Ras, who have this feeling, who experiences Naam Ras inside them. Hanji, jin hai chakhi, sahi jane, gunge ki mithiyai. Jin hai chakhi. Only the one that's tasted it will know the sweetness. Maharaji kirpa kare. Hanji.
Amar pay sad hi jeev hai.
They paid Sahib Singh Ji Naam Ras nu pi ke Amar pay. They become Amar. What does Amar mean? You might have a friend who's called Amar, or know someone who's called Amar, or even our Guru is called Guru Amar Das Ji. Amar, Mar means Marna, death. Mar, Ada on the start, Maran to rehat. Amar pay sad hi jeev hai. That person becomes immortal. They sada. Forever, sada hi jeev hai, they live forever. Sada vaste jonde rende han Sahib Singh Ji, they live forever. In this world and the next world, Hanji.
Kei kot naam gun gaave hai.
The Kei Krora Jeeva, Naam Gun, Naam Rupi Guna nu, Kirtan Roop vich gaunde han. They sing the Guru's praises, this Naam Rupi Guna, all these qualities of the Guru that is found in Gurbani. The Gurbani praises WhyGuru. If you don't know how to praise the Guru, then read Gurbani and you'll be praising the Guru. Namastwang Akale, Namastwang Kirpale, Namastang Arupe, Namastang Anupe. Namastwang or Namastang, I do namaskar to the one who's Kirpale, who is full of compassion. Anupe means Ukma Toret. Arupe, who is so beautiful. They say, I do namaskar to that one WhyGuru Ji. The Guru Sahib Ji is saying to us, okay, by remembering that one, by singing their praises, then we become pure as well. And there's many people who do this in their lives, Hanji.
Atma ras sukh sahaj samav hai.
They Atma ras. They experience their own true self. That self that is immortal, that cannot be destroyed. This is our true self. We cannot be destroyed. We are fully conscious and with a form of bliss. Sat Chit Ananda Swarup. Ananda Swarup, complete bliss. The Guru says to us, Atma ras sukh sahaj samav hai. Sute siddh hi Sahib Singh Ji. Maharaj Ji ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਉਸ in that avastha, in that state, that person sama janda hai, they completely absorb into that state of complete bliss, of complete happiness through the Guru's kirpa, Hanji.
Apne jan ko saas samare.
So Sahib Singh Ji, the last two lines of Sri Sukhmani Sahib today, Apne jan ko, Waheguru Ji apne Gurmukh jana nu saas samare, swas sambhalde han. They themselves take care of their Guru Sikhs. Saas, every single breath, the Guru is taking care of the Sikh. Satguru Sikh ki kare pratipal. Sevak ko Guru sada dayal. Sikh ki gur durmat mal hiray. Look how beautiful Guru Arjan Dev Ji's Bani is. They say to us, Satguru Sikh ki kare pratipal. The Guru is always taking care of the Sikh, all the time. And they say that durmat, that petty mat that we have, hiray. They take away all those bad faults that we have. And here the Guru is saying to us, Apne jan ko saas smare. With every single breath, they take care of the Sikh, but also that Sikh takes care of every single breath. With every single breath, they make sure that I don't waste this breath. Because every breath is a jewel, is a priceless gift the Guru has given to us. And if we can do that, that person who takes care of every single breath, jine saas garas na visre, har nama man mant, tan se sei nanaka puran soi sant. The one who does that, who with every single morsel of food, with every single breath remembers Waheguru Ji, the Guru Sahib Ji says that person, Hanji,
ਨਾਨਕ ਓਏ ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਕੇ ਪਿਆਰੇ
Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji tells us Kathan ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਕਿ ਓਏ ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਕੇ ਪਿਆਰੇ, ਉਹ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਅਸਲ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਹਨ. That person is a true beloved of Waheguru Ji. The one with every single breath appreciates every breath, takes care of every single breath, and with every single breath remember Waheguru Ji. Guru Arjan Dev Ji says Nanak oi, oi Parameswar ke pyare. Oi means that person is Parameswar, Waheguru Ji's pyara Gursikh, is their beloved Gurmukhi Jan, Parameswar ke pyare. That is their beloved, the one who is able to do that. So Guru Sahib Ji kirpa karan that Maharaj Ji blesses us with this avastha, this state where we can make sure that every breath that we take is in the remembrance of Satguru Ji Maharaj, and not one breath is wasted. It is all in the remembrance of Guru Sahib Ji. So inya bente parvan karniya, Satsang Ji, we make many mistakes in the Katha Vichar, in our art, in the pronunciation. So please forgive us for all the mistakes we made. Pullan andar sab ko apul Guru kartar. We always make faults, always make mistakes. We're not perfect. The only one that is perfect is Satguru Ji Maharaj and Waheguru Ji. So again, please forgive the mistakes we made. Deho sajjana asis riya, jo hove sahib syo mel.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਨਾਮ ਗੁਣ ਗਾਵਹਿ, ਆਤਮ ਰਸ ਸੁਖ ਸਹਿਜ ਸਮਾਵਹਿ, ਆਪਣੇ ਜਨ ਕੋ ਸਾਸ ਸਾਸ ਸਮਾਰੇ, ਨਾਨਕ ਓਏ ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਵਰ ਕੇ ਪਿਆਰੇ.
हे गोविंद हे गोपाल
हे दयाल लाल, प्राणनाथ अनाथ सके, दीन दर्द निवार.
हे समरथ
अगम पूरन मोहे मैं तार, अंधकूप महापयान, नानक पार्यो तार.
आए प्रभ
शरणागति कृपा निध दयाल, एक अखर हर मन बसत, नानक होत निहाल.
वाहिगुरु नाम जहाज है चढ़े
सुतरे पार, जो शरदा कर सेव दे, गुर पार्यो तार नहार. जो शरदा कर सेव दे, गुर पार्यो तार नहार.
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा,
वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh.